So this has got to get up on here. The gasket's already in place. I put a new gasket on this earlier. This bad boy. I think what's nice about knowing how to do this stuff also is like when things go wrong and you have other vehicles to drive, it's just like you have that peace of mind knowing you can handle it. You just need to take the time and go through it, you know. Oh wow, my finger's pinched. Gotta go like, no, that hurts. Okay. That's better. Come on. She's just slightly not in there, but it's probably okay. What I'm gonna do is just take this nut. There's one stud that's not replaced because that one was okay. The other ones are replaced with bolts because they were messed up. I just took the air hammer and I took the air hammer and just drilled off the heads with the chisel attachment. Took like 2 trigger pulls and the head went into outer space. And then I just took a punch and a hammer and tapped out the part that's missing or stuck inside it. And just changed out the hardware to new bolts and nuts, lock nut washers and whatnot. Here. So if I get this too cinched up and everything is what I was trying to get at, was it's not going to have that play you need to manipulate the rest in, but this helps by just having it like that. Okay, let's go to the other part up here. Really? Yeah, he probably was just, you know, in a rush or something weird and he spilt stuff. That's the thing, especially what we were taught when we did this stuff in the college. Those customers are looking for anything that is out of place when you get their car back to them. And what they were teaching us so that the aim of what we're doing was to make it look like we were never there in the first place. Sometimes when you're pressed for time or, you know, these guys are human beings too, so, you know, just got to. I assume you like the shop you take it to, so you can just talk to them, you know. They're probably more than willing to work with you, because I know you're a pretty chill dude. You're not that hard to get along with. You know what I mean? Okay, here we go. This bad boy's got to get into there. And this O2 sensor plugs in a little pigtail. Oh. So that's not a normal garage you take it to. It's just one that was close by. I think the Subaru you got, I think the transmission fluid's easy to change on those too, if I remember right. Well, they're not that hard anyway. But I know the Toyotas, they have like a spin-on filter that looks just like your oil filter right off the train. Oh, it's where you normally take it? Oh, okay. Well, that's interesting. Because when I looked up your vehicle and sent you the screenshot stuff, it was I guess they only have one engine model for that year, and that's simple. And I don't think yours is the turboed, right? Because there was the regular one and the turboed one. Same engine displacement. It's just one's turboed. Probably like the high trim package or something. Anywho, we're gonna get this on here. So So these studs stay stationary, and then this thing gets over top of it with the sleeve. Once we get it in position. Catching on these things, guys. There we go. Kind of holds itself in too, so I kind of like that. I got these nuts all laid out. Let me get them out. Move some of these tools out of here too, because this thing will be starting up soon. Here we go, right where I left them. I think these are 15 size or something. These nuts. Oh, it's a CVT. Okay. Yeah, you can still change. You definitely want to just change the fluid on whatever things, because that fluid breaks down, you know. And your owner's manual will tell you all the intervals if you're curious to know. Lot of information's in there. Then like those Haynes manuals, like what I use for these repairs, or the Chilton manuals. I mean, plus there's like the software stuff like the All Data and then the ShopKey Pro, and those are like paid subscriptions. I just have to get it seated up more on this side. That should be good. I feel like that one sticks out. Look at that little ball peen hammer. We got this big one. Let's use the big one. Oops. Just the big hammers, like you're asking them, you're telling them, kind of thing. There's my arm. Okay, let's get the light in here. All right, hang on. Weird stuff. Oh, it's a broken wheel stud stuck to the magnet. Oh, what's going on? Yeah, when you don't have a garage, I feel your pain there. This is my first home slash garage I've ever had here. Been here a few years. Yep. I used to have to be in apartments and working in the driveway. That was not cool. Sorry guys if the view's kind of terrible right now. Okay. This last one I just need to whack it with the hammer a little bit. Just persuade it. I don't want to bash that drive shaft to put a dent in it and ruin it. I see where it's catching. I think you guys can kind of see that. Just use this socket with the hammer as an improvised, whatever you want to call it, punch. Got that ball joint thing in it, so it's kind of. This one should work good. This one's nice and long too, so you got that reach. I think that will fit the bill today. Let's try it. Yeah, because outside when you're working the driveway, it sucks. You have to put all your tools away. If you're not like in the countryside kind of thing. Oh, it keeps on slipping down. Maybe I'll cinch these up some, then it'll help line it up. Let's try that. Let's see if this is the right one. Oh, what do you know it is? You know it just happens to be on this. Let's try this. Let's put that long extension. That way you can get in there without having to drill way up in there for the impact, little impact. Oh yeah, on this side here. Okay. Come on now. There you go. It worked. Now I can get the head of that nut on there. I saved me a lot of turning the ratchet anyway. Make sure we get those threads started by hand so it's not cross-threading. And this last one looks like I gotta get the ratchet in there. We'll leave that for now, and we'll go to the other side. Because it might be, I don't want to put too much, tightening stuff on it. Oh, that sucks. Let me go around the other side. If you even get like a shed or something like, I've been looking into getting like those shipping containers for, outside storage or even like a makeshift garage out of it. Something you can lock up your stuff in. Like when you're done for the day kind of thing. And storage as well. Stuff it. Let me get you guys in position. I can't really. Well, yeah. And don't forget, we have to hook those O2 sensors up with the little pigtails. We don't have to reinstall nothing. It's already all done. That's just the pigtails. So I think it's right here. Oh. So you pull up your car to the shed and then work on ramps and stuff right outside of it. Can you at least pull your car close to it? Yeah, I feel the struggle, man. All this time I haven't had a garage until the last few years of living here. And this isn't the greatest garage, but it's better than having no garage. It definitely is. Move this oil catch pan out of here. That thing's been draining overnight. It shouldn't have any very residual amount, if it ain't anything by now. Okay, I see where we're looking for. Right here. Right there, that bad boy. To that. Let's get it. Or try to. This one's will be a little harder to film it, I guess. I know. Actually, I think I can get it from this angle. Usually if I take a step back and... Hang on, let me get... I'm not done getting you guys in position yet. Alright. The only gripe about this garage is, I guess, the size, and then not having the ceiling high enough for the 2-post lift like I want. Or the drive-on lift too. I'd like that. I'd like to have my own alignment rack, my own tire machine, so I don't have to go to the shop for any reason at all ever. You know, just do it all at home because I know how to run everything. I just don't own that stuff. I think tire machine seems pretty reasonable to get in the future. Just yeah, I think I screwed up. I tightened stuff down a little bit too much on these things, so this isn't articulating right now. We'll back off the stuff a little bit on the other stuff, and then we'll move it in. Not a big deal. This is how it goes for a lot of these repairs. I wanted it in good, like, you know, to be held without me having to hold it, kind of thing, so I could mock it up. So this is perfect. Not a bad thing. So let's get that done. So I'll leave you guys right there while I do this, and you'll see it move and stuff. Right here. So I think what it was is I have to do the front. Oh, whoops. I took your guys' light. All right. Thanks for stopping in, man. Appreciate it. You know, as always. Okay, cool. I got this to come off. I'll separate it from the back here. Okay, we have to loosen it up on the other side still. We're almost there. I hope if I grab my little impact too. Yeah, I'm gonna need that. I think I left it on the no, it's right here. Okay, never mind. We're good. So we'll back these bolts off just a little bit. Take them down because it looks like it doesn't allow it to move enough. Ow, ow, ow. Okay. Let's try that. looks like. Gotta gently tap it off. Okay, good. I was just obstructing that torsion bar a little bit. Not a big deal. Okay, now I can get it mocked up on that side. It's kind of like those math equations with your order of operations kind of thing. You gotta do this step before you can do this step, otherwise it doesn't work kind of thing. So. Had to pull it off the muffler because it doesn't have the clearance to get pushed back in them. Now it does. So I took it off. Here we go. It's heavy. That's what we're doing right now. Sorry guys, it's hard to see. Maybe I can get you guys perched somewhere. Probably right around here. Here we go. I should have those listeners here, huh? Let me grab them. It should be right here. No, they're right here. Let's continue. I'll grab that. Okay, I got a better angle for you guys here, I think. Whoop. Luckily that thing's caught by the torsion bar brace. Maybe a little bit here. Let's see if you guys can see anything like you're supposed to. Yeah, that'll work, I guess. Here's the nut. Okay. 3 per side, and there's 3 that hook to the muffler. All right. Let's get this done. Oh yeah, this had this little thing pop out. So make sure we put this back in the little donut gasket thingy. Otherwise it's gonna sound horrible. Have a big exhaust leak. That goes into the pipe itself up here. So. Oops. Yeah, I keep doing that. Okay. All right, that's in position. She's close. Come on. Ow, pinched my hand. We're good. You guys can see that good there. Maybe right there. Alright, it's on the light. That's better. Right there. Oh, I need that gasket. Yeah, here we go. Pick up now. Ugh. Oh, that gasket. I have that rub off fluid cement. I think I want to cement it in so it doesn't keep falling out. Oh, we almost got it. Might not have to do that muffler cement stuff. I probably should though. this keeps falling down. Whoa. I got all that stuff in the way. I would smashed my face pretty hard right there. I'm gonna get that muffler cement on this stuff, on this thing. It's all around this edge. And press it in, then it should stay without me having to hold it. That'll be one less thing to keep track of while I'm doing all this. There we go. I don't know if there's any what do you call it? Any issues with sealing? This stuff should take care of it. Going on the end of this. I'll pull you guys up and show you what I'm doing. Right here. And this stuff. Oh. Just go around there. Then it should help friction fit in there with that little bit of extra stuff on the outside of it. I can get more leverage on the tube now from this way, I think. There. That'll be good. Let's recap it and set this tube aside. I learned about that stuff when I worked at Monroe Muffler Brake. We did a lot of exhaust work there in New York. So this stuff works good. I used it on my truck earlier too. Like I said, I've used it a lot in the past on things for sealing surfaces and stuff. Works really good. Okay. Try to get you guys a good view again. Like looking at this upside down, trying to. Okay, there's the exhaust up there. I think do something like that. All right. All right, let's get this thing pushed in. Yeah. Okay, the excess. Lift that up. We don't want that in there. Okay. Now I don't have to keep holding that gasket in there. That was the main point of that. Plus, if it had any sealing issues, now it should be taken care of as well. Oh yeah. Almost like that. Oh, say that and then it falls down. What? Okay. Get like one of these nuts started. Probably good to start. Now I got the other side. It's like all drooped down. I can't talk right. Sorry about that. I think I just get so excited, like my mind has to catch up with my mouth. Yeah, let's get on the other side. Oh, that cord stuck on my head. Yeah, so I'm gonna get over on this side. Just get stuck on my head. Get in here. I think this should be able to lock up pretty good now. I don't see why not. That muffler stuff really saved the day with that donut gasket. I didn't have to keep holding it in place. That's a real pain in the butt when you gotta hold stuff in place while lining it up too. Okay, let's get this side in, or attempt to. Oh wow, it's going right in place. All I had to do basically was just get that stuff hooked off of the muffler, so I had all the clearance we needed. Oh yeah, yes, I like that. Okay, let's put this knot on. The bigger boy hammer here. Let's get it pushed back enough so we can get that nut to start. I got some dust in my tongue. Okay. And the other corner. Blindly grabbing. Oh, here we go. I was like looking for it. I couldn't seem to find it. Oh yeah, beautiful. Okay, we'll go. I'll leave it right here. I'll go over and cinch up the other side a bit because that's barely got the one nut on it. If you guys were watching and tracking what I was doing a minute ago, trying to get up so I don't crack my head off the fender. Oh yeah, it's like right where it's supposed to be. That's no good. Almost all done with the exhaust part. And we start putting serpentine belt back in and airbox and everything else. And then look at that checklist. Shouldn't be a whole lot left. I think that's about it. And we can start priming the engine. We gotta put oil in it. Can't forget that. Okay. And, I need to get a ratchet out. That's why I'm gonna grab this too. Really close to getting it to start this thing. About to bounce back over there. Oh, this part on this side is just hard to get the camera right to see it. I'll show you guys attaching the O2 sensor into the pigtail over here. I got this side cinched up. Good. All right. This is light here. All right, this one right up there. That's where that bad boy goes. Oh, looks like I never even had to take it out. Okay, cool. So that's where it goes. I have to get the light in here, bro. Right up there, that blue pigtail. O2 sensor on the passenger side bank. Okay, this side's done. Oh, actually, down here is not. Let's get this done before I start cinching it up more. Let's get this attached to the exhaust on the back side. Get right there. Okay. Of course, okay, I tightened it too much back there. Oh, hang on, guys. I gotta go back and loosen it a little bit. Not a whole lot. Oh, got some debris fall in my eye. Not a whole lot of debris under here, but sometimes you just touch certain things and stuff's there. I did a pretty good job of cleaning under here before. Okay, let's try it now. Let's see if it'll go in there now. Oh, I can droop this down some. See the hanger? I got those, that tool for it. Hang on a second. Let's see if we can get it to contact. Just the scale on here. Get it out. stuff out of there. See how much travel we got. Well, we got the tool out. Let's get it droop down then. If it doesn't want to cooperate, we'll make it. Okay, here we go. There. Thing, that's actually a fuel line disconnect tool. It's like the same design as the one that goes for the exhaust removal. It works. It's for like the Ford style fuel line disconnects for like doing the fuel filter stuff. So interesting, huh? Okay, now let's get this bad boy back up here. If I can. I didn't even line that part up. Oh, jeez. Let me back it off. Okay, next one. Kind of hard for my hand this way. Get a better position. It's like once I hook it into this, it doesn't want to get up into the hanger. I don't know what's going on with that. Maybe I could just put a jack under it and lift it up after if I have to. Probably We'll just get it in there. Oh, close. I want to cross thread this, so making sure it's on there, right? Okay, that should be good. Just have to tighten that one down, it looks like. In here. I'll put that ratchet. So I had that muffler cement get stuck in the socket. We don't want that hardening in there. We'll get that stuff out. Okay. Make sure we're tightening. Okay. Looks like we got them all in. Let's get that lock nut or lock washer. This hardware is not the greatest, the replacement stuff for these 2 bolts. So, just cinch it up, see what happens. Okay, it's working. Okay, gotta put a wrench on the back side of that. First, I'm gonna get the jack out and see if we can just lift this thing up under that hanger. Make sure that ratchet don't smash me in the face. here. Okay, let's try there. Let's try that. And a little more. One more too. I don't know if you guys can see really. Oh, I guess you can probably. A little bit more. A little tricky getting there. Let's try. Use a little tool here. Yeah, I move it forward on the stud and then it looks like I have the clearance now. It should be fine. Yeah, there we go. I'm sorry. Push it back. Okay. I think we're all where it need to be. And we can let off on the jack slowly. There. That wasn't so bad. With a jacket, wasn't it? By hand? No. I'm gonna roll this thing to the other side. There. Now I don't have to wheel it out of there. Now I just have to cinch these up. Gotta plug this. Got a heartburn going on. Laying all weird on my flat down. It kind of gets that going. Okay, O2 sensor. Plug is right up here, guys. Oh man. Right here. Hey guys, I'm right here. So this little dongle thingy, male plug end, will go into here. But first we plug it in, then push it into there. Then there's a hold down keeper tab, this red thing. Get the light in here better. I think I can magnet it somewhere. Magnet it. What am I looking at? No. Right here. Sorry, guys. this isn't that complicated at all. Just like your normal pigtails. Okay. And this keeper goes through this top part here. If I can get to show right here, I'll show you how it goes. One-handed. Usually I can put that on the tripod, but okay, it goes through the front. But actually I can't tell if it goes through the front. I have to look at it. Okay, through the side. Right through this side hole. It's the keeper. There. It's all in there. Test it. Not coming out. And it rests into this little thing right here. Bottom it out. I'll try to. There, she's bottomed out. Tug test. Everything's good. Whoops. See, this is the downstream O2 system. Make sure I grab my light. I don't want my light in there with the drive shaft spinning. Then the rest, we just have to cinch up all the bolts on the exhaust, and we're done on the exhaust. Then we start putting the serpentine belt on and all that fun stuff. Fan shroud, air box, and then put oil back in it. Pull the fuel pump relay. Try to turn it over a little bit. Prime the engine. Oh, how's it going? I didn't realize you guys were commenting for a bit. Oh, thanks, Gavitron. Thanks for stopping in. Yeah, I heard about that. The Daytona jacks. They were like made at the same factory as Snap-on. Yeah, thanks for coming in. Never too serious, dude. How you doing? Yeah, a lot of times when stuff's too heavy and stuff, you can just put a jack under it, get it into place, because this is a car, dude. Yeah, it's so heavy. We don't lift cars, we use jacks and things. Yeah, sometimes that works better, because I don't think I could have got it without that. That's how I did the fuel pump myself on this too. I took like the 2 jacks. I traded one away already, but I have the transmission jack and a regular jack and like another jack stands. That tank was like halfway full too, so it was kind of hard. The lesson learned: make sure you get that tank real low on the fuel if you're gonna do it yourself. Luckily, I figured it out, but it wasn't that easy. Just because it made it harder being with fuel on it. So right here's where I'm trying to show you guys. Right about there. Kind of a balancing act with this thing. Something like that. I think you can see what I'm doing. No, you're looking at this. Sorry guys. About there. I think I'm too zoomed in. Hang on. This part's kind of hard to film. It's not as easy as the last part. Yeah. Oh. 2005 Chevy Astro all-wheel drive. That's got a 4-inch lift, and I just did a whole bunch of stuff on this thing, so it's getting put back together right now. Good question, man. Don't feel bad if you're new to the channel. And how would you know that? Also, we gotta attach this bracket back here too. I think it's not attached. Oh, I guess it is attached. So that's what was lifting up so much. The exhaust has been attached to the transfer case like it's supposed to be. I didn't even bother taking it off apparently. Didn't need to apparently either, so not a bad thing. Get these tightened up. part's harder to fit that little impact in here. The little 3/8. Otherwise I'd probably use that. The other side I can fit it for 2 of them. Kind of speeds things up along for someone. Come on, give me my side. Whoa, almost smoked me in the face. I moved my head back quick though. This time. Yep, busted in the tooth from it. Those things will take your teeth out. I've seen it happen in front of me before. We were working on the Humvee in the Army, and I had my team leader. We were working on doing something, and I dropped the big impact socket, and it smoked him right in the tooth. Took his tooth right out, like clean right out. It was an accident. He forgave me. It wasn't on purpose, so he was okay with it. But yeah, you gotta watch that when you're working on a vertical thing like this. If something falls down, it's gonna go right into your face. I felt bad because that stuff looked like it hurt. I think we were putting a new bumper on it or something. Something was all beat up. So you try not to be in the path of this stuff. If it's going to fall straight down, you want your face catching it. That should be good. And before we go back up to the other side, I got a piece of sand in my tooth. Oh, we're talking about the van? I was just reading comments, guys. Sorry about that. So we just have to cinch these ones up. I think I need a wrench for the other ones because they're freely spinning. Because 2 of the studs were blown out, so I changed them out for regular bolt hardware. Oh, let me get up out of here. My head pinched and stuff. Crunching on teeth and not seeing sand in my teeth. Okay. I'll do a quick fitting test with this socket rail so I can figure out what it takes on the back side. The back side of here. There's a bolt in them. If I remember right, these were standard. There was like some socket or hardware set on sale. We was at Ross for Less, like a clothing store and stuff. And they had like a hardware set, kind of like Harbor Freight sells those little plastic trays with a bunch of stuff in it. That's what this hardware is from. Looks like this one fits. What is it? 15. All right, that works. And then got a ratchet here. I got ratchets everywhere in here. Because I don't like to not have enough ratchets, you know. Oh, perfect. We got a wrench in the socket, so let's just use those. Here we go. Wrench on the back side. Huh. It's not fitting on there. Okay, that side fits. Okay, that's weird. Alright, let's get this done. It's too loose. It needs like a 40. I think it's a 9/16. I'm pretty sure it is actually. Because I know those aren't metric. 9/16 is right in between 15 and 14 millimeters. Now we got two 9/16, a wrench, and a socket, so I don't think this is going to have any issues slipping no more. I don't want rounded off bolts and nuts. I'm trying to get my legs room to lay down. There we go. Here we go. Oh yeah, that fits real good. This one's a 15, so he's got to come off. Good. 9/16 here. Then we got our wrench. Take it right here. Oops. Let me get you guys in position. Up here now. Oops, I'm trying to get you guys up higher. There we go. It's up there. I was looking on the floor. It's already up here. Sure, we're on there good. I think this one might be, I don't know. I don't know if it starts to be too tight, it's definitely cross-threaded, so I gotta check. Yeah, something's weird about that. Well, maybe not. It's just tight. Let me get up close to my arms, too far away. What I can do is get it so that it's positioned so this wrench gets wedged against the frame, and then I don't have to hold it as much because that one's got a lot of tension. There. And the one bottom one here, you guys can see right there. It's a 15. I don't think 9/16 is gonna fit. No, because originally with metric for this stuff, pretty much anything on the engine I found has been standard. So it goes back and forth. I'm using this wrench because I didn't have the deep well over here, and the short's too short to clear that stud. Almost done. Now we'll go up over here. I don't know if I finished tensioning these down. I can see it through here. Let's think of these different ways to try to film this. Maybe if I pull the stand upward, you can see through the gap. Maybe over here. Maybe the light there. I don't know how far you can see down. No, you can't see. Oh wait, you almost can actually. Over here you can. If I get past this bracket. Hang on, I'll pull you down and put you back up through here. Get the light in here too. Yeah, you can see it perfect right there. Wow. Oh. There. That's like dead on. You can see the spark plug wire right there. Okay, let me move up there myself. So make sure these bolts are cinched down. Then we just have to do the driver's side cinching down and then put some oil in this thing. I think I already tightened these. Maybe. Yep. Oh, this one's kind of loose. Make sure that, yeah, okay, that O2 sensor is good. Get you guys over here to the other side. Alright, over here. Hang on. I have to stand up. About to plug this O2 sensor in. Put the light in here too. Oh. Right here. There. Okay, then just like the other one, it's got the side thing. Oops. Might help if you can see. There. Oops. There, snapped in. Now down here, we just have to cinch those bolts up, and then we're good to go for the exhaust finally. Right over here. Yeah, right there in front of you. Right there. Oh. Okay. Oops. Okay. Cool. Now let's tighten it up. If I took the socket on the other side, I think. Let me grab a socket. A little impact will make this quicker too. Here we go. Yeah, I can get these. I think I can get them all from down below. Okay, cool. Let's try that. Let go. Oh, come on. Okay. Done. Exhaust is in. Let's go ahead and put the drain plug back on this. Put the new oil filter back on. Pull this pan out of here. Let me get the light down so you see too. Give me that light. There's a glove right there. I should grab that glove out of there. I smell burnt glove when I'm running and driving. Got it. On top of the bell housing. A blue glove. So there's our drain plug stuff. We'll wipe this off and put it back in. This is a new drain plug, the GM one. Thought it'd be a good idea to change that while I was there. Okay. Oh, before I put it on, I'm gonna wipe the surface down too, of where it mates to. Right here. Get this gunk out here. Okay, looks a little better. Let's try to make it look better than it did. It's a 15 millimeter with this wrench right here. Yeah, right here. Just getting this snug. And we'll get our oil filter out right here next to me. First I'll wipe the housing down. This has got all the new gaskets for the oil cooler lines. Basically any rubber gasket that's in this vehicle that's serviceable pretty much is done on this. Like by 90% of it or so. oil filter. Make sure it's the right one and it's not boogered up in the box. I've seen some that are boogered up in the box. It shouldn't be because I checked the, well, this, I didn't get a chance to check. This came from Rock Auto. They're all sold out at my Walmart. Everybody keeps buying this size. Get the light over here. Oil filter's right over here. Right there. Oil filter spot. Try to get you guys situated so you can see it. Oh, I know what to do. Pull the stand up more. One moment, guys. Get you a good view. Pretty good view there, I guess. So we got a nice clean lint-free dry rag. Make sure the dust is all off it. Everything. There we go. I'm going to wipe the surface down, the mating surface and stuff. Get all that gunk out of there. Okay. Then with our new filter, we're going to open the new oil. I'm going to just run some oil on the gasket, the mating surface, just some brand new oil on the new filter so that it gets a good seal. Let me grab the oil. Pull you guys out and show you what I'm doing. Disregard this garbage here. That came from the cylinder head, the new one. Okay, filter. That's the box with the filter right here. Right here. Let me wipe my hands with a rag here. So I don't want to transfer dirt onto the new filter. So see the pink finger's pretty clean right there. So just dip my finger. I use the other finger. I was supposed to use the other one. Doesn't matter. You do your finger. You use a glove or whatever. But that's all it takes. You don't need a whole lot on here. I myself don't believe in the whole priming the filter, filling the filter with oil. I'll tell you why. Like the second you start these engines, that oil is like that quick everywhere inside the engine, really quick. And I'll tell you how I know how I know that. When I worked on at the Dodge dealership, I accidentally put one of those, forgot to put the filter back in on the oil filter for the 3.6 Pentastar engine. And within like less than a second, all the oil pretty much from the crankcase came out and made a huge mess. So that stuff is like really fast going into the engine. I mean, yeah, you can pre-fill it, but I don't think it's necessary. Cause that's just what I do. I'm not telling you what you should do. That's just what I do. And based on what I think. Those and stuff, I guess I'll fill those, you know, because they take a lot of oil. So anyway, here we go. Just put this in by hand. Get it snug by hand. That's good. That's plenty. Okay, let's put the oil in it. Let's go up top now. Whoops. This light likes to stick to everything with the magnet. Whoops. So this quick thing about the oil capacity in this. This takes 4.5 quarts according to the specifications. So that's what I want to get you guys in position. I'm going to grab the what's it called, the funnel. Oil filler holes right there. Get you in position. Extend the neck on this. Right there. Oh, excuse me, it's hard to get the that should work. So I'll grab the funnel and we'll start putting oil in it. Okay. Here we go. Let's put the oil on. Kind of elevate it a little bit, speed it up, give it more air to flow through. I'll check how much is left in this. It should be, gonna get to a 1/2 quart. Okay, one more half to go. Let's check again. Just a touch, a little bit more. That's good. Okay. Now we'll put the cap back on and start putting serpentine belt on and all this other stuff, fan shroud, all that fun stuff. Let me look at this list real quick too. Yeah, it looks like we're about ready for. Okay, we just did oil change. Let's check that off. I gotta pull the fuel pump relay out so we can prime the engine and get oil pressure before we try to start it. Also, we got to bleed the power steering because that's all new, brand new power steering stuff. So, just showing the power steering reservoir right there. Oh, I thought the zip tie that power steering cooler thing. That's not a big deal though. That's why I made the list so we can keep track of everything. Then there's a back part of the list. We just did the exhaust. We're almost done with all the sensor pigtails. There's a few on the air box at the top, and then that should be it. So we're just about done. Okay, I'm gonna put the cap back on this and pull this funnel out here. Just get this rag here so we don't get oil dripping on everything. Get it all good. So this goes in its own special drawer in a toolbox over there. Like a fuzzy come off it. That way it doesn't collect dust from the air and stuff. So put that back on there quick. Alright. So let's start putting the belt back on and all that stuff. I gotta use the bathroom real quick and then we'll get started. I'm doing like that to use the bathroom dance going on here. All right, that's better now. Let's keep going. The light. All right, serpentine belt time. Okay, let me get you guys in a good position. Let's keep going at this. This thing's got a really short, like, front end, so it's kind of tricky getting that view from certain angles. So I'm going to see what I can figure out that will work. Or if I zip tie it to something, that might help. I just gotta wedge it in here with this wire bracket stuff. Oh, hang on, we'll figure something out. Just give me a minute, guys. Oh, okay, that might work. Okay. Okay, here we go. Not quite yet. I gotta grab my ratchet so I can open up that tensioner. Or take the loosen the tensioner. Counterclockwise with the tensioner. Yeah, I got ratchets over here. I was grabbing one of these ones. Oh yeah. This one's one of my newer ratchets. I like this one quite a bit. This 3/8 Proto one. Had it for a couple months now. I set it to loosen. Oh, it's got the flex head, but it doesn't lock. Okay. So let's get started on this. There's a certain way to route it. I think I remember. I've been in here quite a few times. Yeah, I think that's it. Then I just have to get it on the tensioner. So I think I have to pull it behind the tensioner first. Oops. Falling off the crank pulley. Oops. Oh, gotta get under that one. There we go. There we go. Make sure it's all good. There. Ratchet back. Okay. Let's see. Pretty good. All right. So sorry about this upper radiator hose. It kind of obstructs stuff. Oh, also what we gotta do before I put this airbox stuff in. There's a little bit of loose dust on the top of the throttle body. I'm gonna vacuum that real quick so that doesn't get sucked in the engine when we start it. It's already been wiped down and cleaned and whatnot. It's just been open for a little bit. Like when I put it in, like during the last week, I put all this stuff back in. So here's our getting our vacuum in there. Just like don't take very long. This little pipe has to come off at the adapter because I couldn't get that one angle. I don't know why I get that angle. My light fell. Okay. So let's do that now. Just something I heard that's pretty important. Sorry guys, I didn't have you guys looking at it, but I think you get the idea. So we got the Serpentine belt in. Let's get the lower fan shroud put in. Then when I put the upper fan shroud in, I always try to put this piece of cardboard against the radiator so it prevents it from getting all beat up on the radiator. But we'll get to that point real soon. Just carefully and gently thread this baby down in there. I think, let me see if you guys can see. Oh, you can see. Okay. What's it catching on? Oh, power steering light. There. Alright then. Now fan clutch time looks like. Let's go ahead and get that on there. Get these light shadows. It's annoying. So it's a 36 millimeter for that main nut on this. When we get to tightening it, I'll show you how I tighten it. Okay, it's just caught now. So let me grab those 36, and then this thing's going to go in the tensioner like before, but we're going to set it loosening, it's going to go on tighten mode. Tighten mode. I'll show you what do we do. One more, let me grab that 36. Oh yeah, I'm gonna grab the hammer too. Actually, no, we don't need the hammer for this one. Just taking it off, we did. I don't know what I'm talking about. About that in regard to that. Okay. If that's in there or not. Making sure this hose is in here. Sidetrack. Alright. Okay, yeah, she's in there. I don't know why it's all wet right there though. It's weird. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. Let's get this on there. So this is going to go on the tensioner, tightening it. Starts to be a lot more stuff in the way when you start putting it back together. So just bear that in mind. tighten this. And then tighten this with the wrench at the same time as we're putting tension on it. Move the tensioner with that ratchet. Bump the light. Here's how it goes. Okay. Gotta make sure you keep tension on the belt so that this won't just freely spin, but the belt will put tension. So you can tighten this. Tighten the knot. Takes a little bit to get it to bottom out. Okay, she's tight. It's bottomed out. Yeah, just when I said that, it bottomed out. Okay. I'll make sure everything looks good. Almost looked like it was leaking out of the thermostat housing. I'll tighten that up a bit, maybe. I don't remember even messing with that, and I never did leak from there either. So interesting. Wrench. Yeah, we just have to make sure every little thing's right before we keep going. So just we're close. So. Oh, it's loose. Okay. Good thing I checked it. That explains a lot. I know it didn't leak, so I wasn't worried about it having like a leak issue. It was just not tight. I think I loosened it. I know I put it back on because this was off. I remember seeing the thermostat, so I just didn't tighten it yet. That makes sense. And this side. Just gotta make sure. See, that was a thing I should have had on the list, but I didn't have it on there. For whatever reason. Okay, playing this side now. Well, 14 will be for that. I have to get an open end 13 on the bottom of that. Because there's a 14mm nut on that sandwiches the ground wire from the alternator to the top of the thermostat housing. And then underneath that's a 13 that actually seats into the lower intake manifold. And we just got to cinch that up and make sure it's tight. Just confirm it. Okay, we got what we need now. Let's do it. Let's see if the half fits in there. Then I have a 13 also. So if the half fits, that's better because it's tighter. Jeez, come on now. It's tight in there. Okay, I think it's the 13. Like I said, they throw 13, or they throw standard metric in between and this stuff, so. And I try to do whatever fits the tightest, because that's the right size. I think the crow's foot will fit in there. Let's try that. No crow's foot. 13. What I'll do is I'll take the 14 off the top and make sure the 13 underneath is tight. I think that's the most logical, and then I could just do extensions with a ratchet and make life easier on myself. Because there's no clearance for the wrench in there. We got 14 deep. We're getting there though. Got the fan shroud in. Or I mean the fan clutch. 14. Oh, I see it's a 14. All right. Show you guys better what we're doing. Sorry about all the unable to see stuff kind of thing. Right there. So we're gonna put the ratchet on it, back it off. Oh, come on now. Okay, that's loose. Take it off by hand now. So the nut's right down here. That's what holds your ground wire on. Real important. Okay, here, this bad boy. Let's put that in the magnetic part tray right there. Fold the ground wire up, and then put a 13 deep on there and tighten that up to make sure it's not going to leak. That's better. So you can see the stud right here. Okay. We grab 13 deep. Oh, 13 deep's right here. Okay. Nice extension on there so we don't have to be obstructing every little thing in the way. Hang a minute. I thought I had it on tighten. One moment. I think it's unloosened. It is. Now we're on tighten. So something interesting about this ratchet. This part, this silver part, spinning it doesn't do anything. You have to spin the little knurled part. Nice ratchet though. So far I enjoy it. It's a Proto 3/8 drive, flex head, whatever. I don't know. I'll pull up the details on it if you guys are interested in it. It's not a sponsored thing. I'm not sponsored by anybody. I just like this ratchet. There, I think that's tight. I'll go ahead and tighten this other one too again, because it might have not gotten completely tightened. With the other one being tightened, it might have shifted a little bit. So we'll get in that one too. Can't tell if it's on there. Let me grab the light. No, it's not even bottomed out. I'll make that bottomed out though. Get this little hammer out. Well, we'll try this one. I don't know if I got the clearance for it though. No. Shouldn't have to tap a hammer on it though. Something's. Let's see. There we go, got it bottomed out. Let's go. Okay, she's tight. Give me my socket back, come on. Oh, you keeping my socket? Oh, she's kind of wedged on the throttle thing. I'm just gonna get in here with these pliers. Yeah, but yeah, these pliers never let me down. They're the Talon Grip snap-on ones, but they're rebranded from Cat, so you get them for a good deal. Like the whole set was like $100 for 3 different snap-on pliers, branded by Cat. I love them. Oh, we'll go ahead and cinch down that other side too one more time. And then we'll put that nut back on it and tighten it down. Get my arm in here. Make sure we're on all the way. Okay, we're already bottomed out. We're good. Okay, the cap nut now with the ground wire. Glad I noticed this stuff, because if I got in here and tried to start it and didn't tighten this stuff down, it'd be leaking and I'd have to get back in here again. Can't drive it like that. And then where's our wire? Make sure this isn't obstructed on anything weird. Try to route it the way it's supposed to be with the least amount of tension and that kind of thing. So let's get up in here and I'll show you again. Or show you about again. I don't know if I showed you yet. That was good. So there's the stud. This wire goes on the stud. It's ground. It's real important. So just like that, and then this nut comes on top. Start it by hand so you don't cross thread. Okay, and then get our 14 on top of that. I'm gonna put my 14 right here. Yep. Oh, sorry. Trying to show you guys. There we go. We got it to get on there all the way. Now we're going to get the ratchet on it. Okay. Here we go. I saw that coming. Okay. We gotta be careful not to mess this wire up too when you tighten it. Because if it starts to spin, you can shear the little thing right off it. Like shear the wire from the little thingamajiggy on it. I did that before by accident on these kind of things. It's not fun. Then you have to put a new one on it and all that fun stuff. There, that should be good now. Now we can continue. So just when you think you have everything on your list, there's little certain things that pop up like that. So fan clutch on. Looks like upper fan shroud now. I'm gonna grab that cardboard like I said. So I'll show you from over here. So we don't put holes or damage our radiator. My cardboard. Hang on, guys. Oh, it's in the window. So that's to help prevent me from getting it like scuffing up my radiator by accident, putting holes in it ultimately by accident. Okay, let me grab the fan shroud. I think I put it all in the trunk area. Let me grab it. There's our air box. We're going to need that, so I got that out. Oh, here it is. You know, it feels good. We got the oil all in it, you know. We're getting there. So this bad boy. Oh, it backwards. I help if I put it in the right direction. gotta route this upper radiator hose around here so that it sits on top of this. So we're doing that right now. And as you can see, why I put the cardboard in. See how that's butted against the cardboard instead of my radiator right there? It's helpful. Especially if you have to take these apart and stuff like that multiple times and stuff. It kind of they get beat up kind of thing. With this upper radiator hose above it, that'll help a lot with the clearance too. Hose up here. Okay, got a little cable up here as well. Get that cardboard out of there too. Okay. I just gotta line these studs up. Let me show you guys. See, there's a little stud on the upper. It's got to go in those slots. Then there's a couple bolts on each side, and some along the this area here. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head right now. Let's keep going. I was about to try to start it. I do this rest of this right. That cardboard really helped get it in position without boogering up my radiator. So, a little tip there. Can't see in there. Okay, one side's lined up. I think they're both lined up. Yeah. Cool. this goes down here. There. Okay, that's better. I know it's not supposed to be dangling off the brake fluid reservoir. Okay. Just gotta get this hardware put in now. My arm in here. These are little 10mm bolts. That one's ready to get tightened. Let's go down and get them all done by hand first. Helps with like a big extension or a long extension with the socket on it, so I'm going to do now. Oh, sorry if the light's in the way. No, it kind of is. Well, it's okay. Okay, here we go. See nothing there. I try to squeeze my hand in here. Okay, that one's done, or in position. Get these ones over here. I mean, a good way to try to lower them down also, if you take like a piece of paper towel, stuff it in the end of this with your little fastener on it. It kind of helps retain the fastener. But I'm just getting my hand in there. If I couldn't fit my hand, that's what I would be doing. Grab you guys for this one. And that reservoir or the coolant filler thing isn't that in the way. Okay, there we go. No, that's not it. It's over more. Hang on. It's kind of terrible. Sorry, guys. There it is. That's what we're on right there. Then the one up above. I put a little Christmas tree thing in there because of that one. That little retainer thing's missing, unfortunately. So, set you guys right here. tighten these nuts or the bolts down. Plus we gotta get these ones lined up here too for the front, for the cowl thing. It's kind of not lined up. I go this way more. Oh yeah, notice I didn't tighten everything yet. They bottomed out, that's why. So it still has to play, we need to get them all in place. Sucker's trying to cross through. I'm not gonna let it go. It should go in all nice and smooth. It shouldn't be all obstructed. If you try to force it, it's gonna start cross-threading. Okay, I got it lined up. Yeah. Oh, it's a little tricky. I'll put the air box and hook up the things and get this, pull the fuel pump relay and prime the engine and try to start it. Okay, now we just gotta tighten all these down. Then we'll put the air box in. Next one. Oh yeah, I gotta tighten that one exhaust man full bolt too on the driver's side. Oh, that's a little tight. Good. Okay, she's snug. Now these ones on this side is on the bottom. Cinch it up a little bit with the ratchet. Okay. And this one. Okay, this side now. Okay, let's get this thing on here. We're almost there. Airbox. Okay, that's all in place. Now this PCB hose. I trim this hose back a little bit. I'm gonna put this on the charger. I'll get the other power plug. We're close, so close, guys. That's my train of thought here. Oh yeah, I gotta trim that. Let me get my trimmer. Cutter tool. It's too long. Get this hose on there. That's the trim. Should fit good now. Now this can go back out. Okay, airbox. Dang it, did I not do that? It's like I had the thermostat elevated. I didn't put that in there. Well, anyway, we can still just put this in and try it. I don't really care. I'll have to adjust that. That's just how it goes when you're putting things back together. Seeing the thermostat hanging out in the bottom bag. Okay. Still gotta do a bunch of air burping and stuff too. But if we can at least get this thing, just try it out starting. How do I do that? Oh, here it is. Okay. I'm gonna get that air filter sit flush in there. It doesn't matter super whole lot. I have to take it back out to put the thermostat in there. Things just sitting in that bag. I had it out because I had to take the intake manifold out, the whole thing. That's why it was out. So. This thing doesn't even come off easy, so I have to tighten that one. Back up. Right. Down here is where we're going to take it off so we can have the clearance fit. This part goes in now. That's way over here. Now it's in position. I fortunately have to leave it at this. It's not intentional. I've had to take off or something. I have to go watch my kid. But we're going to pick up where we left off once she gets back. So, to be continued, unfortunately. Thanks for watching, everyone. Please like, subscribe if you like this kind of thing. We're going to get this thing running today. I got a bunch of plans for it tomorrow. Hanging out at Jay's place with all his cars and stuff. So stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching. Till next time. Later on today, I'm going to be back on.